Hello, good afternoon, Pornima. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm fine. What about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm also good. So, Pornima, please tell me about yourself.
Yes, sir. First of all, thanks to giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Pornima Vagmare. I'm from Nanded. I completed Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science stream, and my strengths are one of my great strengths is I am a good team player, and second one was as my name is Pornima. Its meaning
How
is
much you
full
rate
moon.
yourself out of 5 in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript?
Yes, sir. I will rate myself as a 4
Hello.
because no. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Yes, sir. I will rate myself as a 4 because I know I'm not perfect. It is always scope to improve and learn new things.
So, what is difference between HTML and HTML5?
Yes, sir. HTML does not support video and audio. It needs a Flash, and HTML5 supports video and audio by using video and audio tag. And doctech declaration in HTML is a little bit long, and doctech declaration in HTML5 is simple and easy, and such a new element like web structure, like new element in web structure like nav, header, footer are available in HTML5 that are not present in HTML.
Apart from this,
What's up?
yeah. Apart from this, is there any other differences?
HTML5 supports vector graphics and
Okay. Do you know HTML5 APIs?
is web storages.
What is difference between CSS and CSS3?
Yes, sir. New browser do not support CSS, and new browser supports CSS3, and CSS does not support the media query, and CSS3 is support the media query for the responsive web designs, and CSS having the old color standard, and in CSS3 we can use a gradient in like a RGBA forms, and some modules like box model, background, and text effect, 2D, 3D are available in CSS3.
What is box sizing?
Box sizing is used to give height and width to the HTML element.
Okay. Now, what is the by default value of box sizing?
Box sizing by default value is content box.
Okay. What is box model?
Box model, every HTML element is considered as a box which is having padding, margin, border, and content.
What are the selectors we have in CSS?
We have basic selector, relational selector, and pseudo selector. In basic selector, we have universal selector, tag selector, class selector, and ID selector. In a relational selector, we have parent-child selector, which is also known as descendant selector. And in that, we can find out direct child by using the greater than symbol. And next immediate sibling we find by using a plus symbol. And next all sibling we find out by using the tilde symbol. And in pseudo selector, there are two types: pseudo class and pseudo element. In pseudo class, it gives the state of that element, that is active, hover, and focus, which is represented by a single color. And in pseudo element, we have it is used to find particular means just like first line, first letter, and which is represented by double colon.
Okay. So it means it is used to define particular part of the HTML.
Yes, yes.
That's good. Do you know SAS? What is SAS?
Yes, sir. Synthetical ozone style sheet.
Okay. What is SAS?
Uh, SAS is a synthetical ozone style sheet. It is a means
It is a preprocessor of CSS.
preprocessor of CSS. Yes.
What are the features of SAS?
SAS having media query.
Okay. Directory is a part of
Yes.
CSS. It's not a part of SAS.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Please continue.
SAS having means
Okay.
so, sir,
Okay, it's okay. What is difference between display null and visibility hidden?
okay. For display none, the HTML element get removed from the web pages and it change the structure of that layout.
Okay.
And in visibility hidden, the HTML element present in that web page, but it is not visible to the user and it didn't change the structure of that layout.
So, what are the data types we have in JavaScript?
There are two types of data types, primitive and non-primitive. In primitive data types, there are string, number, boolean, undefined, and null. And in non-primitive data types, array, function, objects are there. And primitive data types holds value, and non-primitive data types holds and reference.
What is hosting?
Hoisting is a default behavior of moving all the declaration at the top of the current scope.
What is type quotient?
Type quotient is a conversion of one data types into another data type.
So, do you know picture HTML tag? What is difference between image and picture?
I heard about that, so, but not much more information about picture.
Yes, sir. What is constructor function?
Constructor, yes, constructor.
What is different?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please continue.
Constructor function, we create a constructor function by using a new keyword and it returns an object.
Okay. What is pure function?
Which function, sir?
Pure function.
Pure function. In pure function, when we pass the same input, it gives an same output.
Okay. And so, is this only criteria to find that the given function is pure or not?
What, sir? Your voice are breaking a little bit.
Okay. It's the only criteria to find that the given function is pure or not.
I have that much information about the pure function, sir. When we pass the parameter, same parameter for same arguments, it gives an same result at each and every time.
What is higher order function?
Yes, sir. Higher order function by the function which is which accept the another function as parameter or argument is called as higher order function.
What is callback function?
The function passes to another function as an argument.
What is callback help?
Nested callback call as callback help.
Okay. What is promise?
Promise, it is a JavaScript object which is used to handle asynchronous behavior, and promise having 4 steps: um, fulfilled, uh, reject, uh, fulfill, reject, and fulfill, reject, pending, fulfill, reject, pending. Uh, when when the promise is in fulfill state, it return a value. The result is in value. The promise is in uh, promise is rejected state. It gives an error, and the promise is pending. It gives an value as undefined. And a promise having some benefits. It handles the asynchronous behavior,
Okay.
and uh, it is beneficial to error handling also.
What is web storage?
Yes, web storage is API. Previously, the data is stored in cookies. Now, by using web storage, the data is stored in the local storage or session storage. Local storage means the data forever there. We have to remove it manually. And in session storage means the data is available for the particular session. Uh, Hence, the session get expired, the data get removed.
What are the methods we have in local storage?
Set item and get items.
Okay. Apart from this,
So I know about set item and get item.
what is promise chaining?
Yes, sir. When the promise is resolved, it's having another condition. It's also depending on previous condition. At that time, we in promise consume, we use promise chaining. Means first result get true, then we pass that result to the second.
Actually, the process of executing sequence of asynchronous tasks one after one by using promises is called as promise chaining.
Okay.
Suppose I have an array and I want to empty that array. How can we achieve that?
By using array name dot length equals to 0. It is one method, and we can use pop also. It will remove the last element from an array, and we can use uh, shift also to remove first element from the array.
But pop and shift only remove first and last element. So how
Yes,
can we empty array?
by iterating, by
Okay.
using for loop.
Okay. What is difference between slice and splice?
Yes, slice is used to extracting particular part. It is having 2 parameters, and splice is having 3 parameters. First parameter is an index number from where we have to insert an element. Second parameter is how many elements we have to remove from that array, and third parameter is having what the value we have to put in that array.
What is difference between equal to and strictly equal to?
Yes, equals to only check the values, not data types, and strictly equals to check value as well as data types.
I have passed a statement in chat section. Will you please copy that in your code editor?
Okay, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes. Yes.
So here is a code.
Mhm.
It will give, sir, 11, 11, 11, 1.
Okay. And what will be the data type?
Data type will be string.
Actually, it will give 1111. What is type quotient?
Type quotient is conversion of one data type into another data type.
Suppose there is a one more statement in chat section. Please copy that in your code editor. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not able to paste it and
Okay. 11 minus string 11.
sir, here is a type correction not happens because it happens only we are using a plus sign while we are using minus.
So what will be the output?
I think 11 and string 11.
It will be 0. The quotient will happen here, but in reverse direction. Right? The
Okay.
string 11 is get converted into a number, and 11 minus
Okay.
11.
0.
I have passed array in chat section. Could you please copy that in your editor? Okay. The task it we want a new array in which we want the first and last name of the inventors.
Okay. All first and last name only.
Yes, all first and last.
At that time we will be using map method.
Mhm.
Map is because we have to perform
Yes, yes, yes.
that task.
Please write the code.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Okay, first name and last name should be in object format.
Sir, I'm not remembering the how to convert array and float.
Okay. Can you write a function to find that the given number is prime or not?
Given number is prime or not. Sir, can we take array or I'm getting confused.
Suppose we have a number 13, right? So
Yes.
we have to find that the 13 is prime or not. And we have to write a function.
Yeah. Means we have to pass the value.
Yes.
Okay. It gives an odd number. Prime means 0 is also prime number.
Mhm. Okay, that's all. What is the Ajax?
Sir, I don't know about Ajax, but I heard Ajax.
What is meant by multidimensional array?
What's up?
Multidimensional.
Multi-direction,
Yes.
multi-dimensional array.
Mhm. what are the different ways to deal with the synchronous code in JavaScript?
So can you pardon please?
Yeah. What are the different ways
Yeah.
to deals with the synchronous code in JavaScript?
Yeah, one was a callback function. By using callback function, we can handle asynchronous behavior of JavaScript. And second one was a promise.
And
Async await.
how to deep copy object?
What's that? Deep
How
copy?
to deep copy or shallow copy object?
Sorry, sir. I don't know about that.
What is difference between parameter and argument?
So parameter, like here function, we pass, this is an parameter, and in at the time of calling, we give some values to the there. It's called an argument.
Okay. What is difference between call, bind, and apply?
What's it? Apply and
What is difference between call, bind, and apply?
call bind. So I don't have any idea about that.
What are the features of ES6?
ES6 having arrow function, let and const, map, just like higher order function, map, filter, and radius.
Okay. What is difference between let, const, and variable?
Yes, sir. First difference is in scope. Where we are not able to create a block scope. In let and const, we are able to create a block scope. And second difference is redeclaration and reassigning. In var, we can redeclare and reassign. In let, we can reassign, but we cannot redeclare. And in const, we cannot reassign as well as redeclare. And third difference is in hosting. In var, hosting is possible, and we get and that property get a undefined value. And in let and const, hosting is possible, but we cannot access before initialize it.
Okay, okay, very good. Why JavaScript is called as dynamic language?
Because JavaScript supports all the web browsers, and we can we can create a like form where user can
Okay.
means it's more user friendly. Like user can manipulate data in that.
Suppose I have a string like I love JavaScript. So how
Yes.
to reverse that string? Can you
Okay.
write a code for that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Suppose I want to bring div in center, horizontally and vertically. How can we achieve that?
What, sir?
I have a div, right, in
Yes.
HTML, and I want to bring that div in center, at the center of the screen.
Okay. We can give top 50% and
Mhm.
left 50%.
Okay, that's it.
Transform translates -50% and -50%.
Okay, and
We can give position also, sir.
yes,
Position relative.
position.
Position relative. It's called parent itself. So it will move according to itself.
Mhm. So, what is curring function?
Also, I'm heard about that.
So, Pornima, I have done from my side. Do you have any question for me?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Mhm.
Sir, if I got selected in your company,
Mhm.
so on which project I will be working?
Yeah. You will be working as an Angular developer, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.